In this episode, I wanted to discuss something: tablets, Wi Fi, and mobile gaming, live streaming, and something that I keep hearing over and over and over again. One of those things that I keep hearing is over the years is if you want to do something, you gotta just do it. So I'm just gonna do it. So here we go. Did I download that app on here? I didn't. What you should check out in this stream is we're going to check out this thing called Ali Express. Here's an app that I believe everyone should have if they want to start streaming. You need to download this app, Ali Express, so you could look at some hot deals that are on there right now. And one of the things that I wanted to show you today is this specific tablet that you can find for basically half price and save yourself like $600. Now that the app AliExpress is almost done, oh, there we go. Open it up. So step one, download the app AliExpress. Step two, uh, make an account or sign in with your Apple ID, Facebook, Gmail, whichever. Once you've logged in, as I've just done right now, I just installed the app, logged in, and here's the first thing you're going to look at. So, in this area, you want to look up something that's called the Lenovo Legion Y700. I've done some extensive research on this particular device. And what I've found is that it's basically 2 inches. It's 2 inches bigger than your iPhone 16 Pro Max 1 terabyte, which I have. And this is the 14 plus. This is what I got 2 years ago. The one that I'm recording with has a better selfie camera, so I'm using that to show you. This is my device, but I'm going to be giving it to my wife. She's going to have that next. I'll be getting the 17 sometime in September, hopefully. Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Praise to Allah. So, what we're going to be looking at today is the 8.8-inch Lenovo Legion tablet. Take a look at this beautiful thing. For the low price of $409.49, you can get one of these puppies for yourself too. If you want to be an elite gamer and streamer that plays on PUBG Mobile, so the game doesn't feel stale and doesn't give you a headache when you play it with a small screen, like the Plus or the Pro Max. Now, you may hear stories that the iPhone 16 Pro Max is the best gaming device out there that there is. I just want to tell you that's true, 100%. However, that's for mobile phones. That's the best gaming device for mobile phones out there. Number one gaming device is the iPhone 16 Pro Max with its incredible Bionic 18 chip and its seamless frame rates that you can go all the way up to extreme plus ultra frame rates. You can also have incredibly high realistic graphics on there. So the Lenovo Legion tablet is something that we're going to be discussing right now. And there's two of them that I really wanted to discuss. There's actually three of them, but we're going to ignore the third one, the most recent one. And there's a good reason why. So the Lenovo Legion 2023 tablet, this one here, is $409. That is $941 was the price, and you can get it $409. That's the 12 gigabyte RAM one, and it has 256 gigabytes of built-in storage. That would be good enough if you just want to game. It has a Wi-Fi 6 chip inside of it. Same with the iPhone 14 Plus and up. I do believe the 13s may also have them. And the Samsungs ever since 3-4 years ago also do have them. Now, you can get that one, or you can spoil yourself just a little bit. Not by much, but it'll make the biggest difference. And here's why. The 12 gigabyte 256 12 gigabyte RAM, 256 gigabyte storage in this one for $409. That one's good. But you could get yourself more storage. You can get yourself more storage, 500 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of RAM, and 16 gigabytes of RAM, and 512 gigabytes of storage for only $525.64. And that is a really powerful gaming tablet right there, 2023 version. Now, I was going to say the 2025 version is something that you may want to try to get. But I've done some research into that, and I would definitely say it's not worth it for that price tag. I do believe it's like $700, $800. Let me take a look real quick here. It depends on which one you're going to get. There's the 12 gigabyte RAM one. And 256 gigabyte storage for $613. That's a $200 difference from 406 to 613 for the 12 gigabyte RAM one. That's $200 extra. That's an arm and a leg, basically. And then the 16 gigabyte RAM one and 512 gigabyte storage, $704.59. This one is the 2025 version, and I would not go for this one. The reason why I've done some extensive research myself is because just like the 2023 version of the Lenovo Legion Y700 tablet, it also has the same Wi-Fi chip, which is built into it, the Wi-Fi 6 chip. So basically, another thing is with the 2023 version, you get more options. I think there's about 4 options or 3 options, 3 or 4 options for the frames per second rate in the tablet. They could go, I don't remember what they are. Let me take a look here real quick. Let me ask ChatGPT. What are all the frames per second settings in the Lenovo Legion Y700 tablet 2023 and in the 2025 versions? I don't know if it'll know the answers to those, but let's see. Now it says here in ChatGPT that this is a really handy tool, by the way, and I named my ChatGPT Uriel, just so you know. I'm always chatting with Uriel. And what Uriel is telling me is the Lenovo Legion Y700 series is designed to deliver high performance gaming experiences, with each iteration offering enhanced display capabilities and frame rate settings. Here's an overview of the frames per second settings and performance for the 2023 and 2025 models. So, with the 2023 model and the display refresh rate, you have it's a 2023 model features a display with a refresh rate of up to 144 hertz. That's powerful. That's more powerful than any iPhone out there currently. Now, if you were to go and ask ChatGPT, let me ask ChatGPT something real quick. Oops. How many frames per second does the iPhone 16 Pro Max have? And it is telling me here the iPhone 16 Pro Max offers advanced video recording, but that's not what I'm asking for. It goes up to 120 frames per second. And that's your Pro Max version. You're spending $2,400 for that puppy. That's what I'm recording right now with this video. Oh, hello, Phil. Great to have you at my stream, brother. I'm talking about tablets right now and how you, if you're listening, can save a lot of money by ignoring all the iPhones out there. You don't want to get any iPhone. If you want to get a device, you want to get yourself the Lenovo Legion tablet. Tablet. The reason why is because here's something. There's multiple ways to game. You got computers, you got laptops, you got cell phones, and you got tablets. I used to think that computers were the future. But the problem with computers is this. You decide to go on a vacation or something. You go to work and you can't take your computer with you. Now, what happens if accidentally one day your house gets broken into and now your tablet's gone? I mean, your computer's gone. You just spent $15,000 for the whole setup. The 430 hertz refresh rates monitor, your 50, 70 graphics card, your motherboard, your 8 terabytes of RAM, 8 terabytes of storage, your 64 or 128 gigabytes of RAM in your computer. And now somebody's walking off with that because you're at work and your computer's at home unprotected. So I used to think that computers were the way of the future for gaming. That's true, but I don't think so. Mobile gaming is the way to go. This is what we're talking about today. It's mobile gaming. Devices. Now, the best device that is out there for cell phones is the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Well, I'm telling you, there's something better than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. What is better than the iPhone 16 Pro Max is something that's cheaper. Something that's going to, if you were to get the iPhone 16 Pro Max, it's going to be 1 to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's basically, you're throwing away your money when you instead could be getting, not this one, but the 2023 version. This one's the 2025 version. Get the 2023 version. The 2023 version is just as good as this one, if not better. There's a good reason why I would not throw away my money on the 2025 version. I've done the research and I'm talking about it right now. So, this one here is $704.59 on sale right now. Exclusive. 16 gigabytes RAM, 500 gigabytes storage. I wouldn't throw my money away on this because this has limited options with the frame rates at 2 settings, very low and very high. There's nothing in between. Do you want to be able to customize it? So let's say you don't really like the choppiness of low, but you don't want your tablet to die really fast. So you choose something in between. The 2025 version does not have that in between. The 2023 version, however, does. You don't need to have your device always in max settings. That's a waste of power. 2023 version is the way to go. More options is better. And you're saving yourself $200, $300. If you get the 12 gigabyte RAM version, you can game with 256 gigabytes of storage. You got lots of space to play PUBG Mobile. And that's what we're talking about today. I am sick and tired of lag. And something that I just found out yesterday or the day before is this. I had a laptop that had Wi-Fi 5. What I didn't know, though, was that routers have different settings on them. Like I knew some routers have different megabytes per second on them. However, I did not know this one particular thing. That was the Wi-Fi chip that is in the routers, what they can work on. And that one is the iPhone 16 has the Wi-Fi 7 chip inside of it. Your router, if you have a Wi-Fi 5 router, and you have an iPhone 16 Pro Max, you're not getting any benefit from that router, from that phone, I mean, because the router is a Wi-Fi 5. So what can you do? You get yourself the Wi-Fi 7 router, but most people don't have Wi-Fi 7. Most people are still in Wi-Fi 6. Actually, most people are still stuck in Wi-Fi 5 because of the device that they have. Wi-Fi 6 is the next one up. And then what comes after Wi-Fi 6 is Wi-Fi 6E. And then the latest one, Wi-Fi 7. So if you have an iPhone 16 Pro Max or Pro version, get the router. You need the router. If you want to feel the effects, this is how I can explain it. The Wi-Fi 5 would be equivalent, hypothetically speaking, as riding a bicycle. It's fast, right? Riding a bicycle is fast, right? Wrong. Now, if you can compare Wi-Fi 6, that would be like driving a car. Cars are faster than bicycles. But let's say you want to do some real high speed streaming with zero lag, and you get the Wi-Fi 6E router. That would be like your airplane. Boom. High speed internet. But is there such a way to go faster than that? Yes, there is. And that way to go faster is called Wi-Fi 7 router. That will connect to your iPhone 16 or your iPad M2 Pro. That's the only time I would recommend getting that. But most people don't have those expensive devices, so you're it would only benefit you basically. But people who have the Wi-Fi 6E, iPhone 15 Pro, or Pro Max, they have the 6E. It's going to still benefit them. They'll be on Wi-Fi 6E speeds, but you can still use that Wi-Fi 7 speed. You're going to get a greater benefit. That's incredibly fast compared to the Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 6E, Wi-Fi 7. There's the 5 way at the bottom. Masala tea. So, what did we learn today? If you want to save an arm and a leg and have the best device for mobile gaming, you want the Lenovo Legion Y700 2023 version with the 16 gigabytes RAM storage. Not the 2025 version because it's not worth it. The money's too much for it, even though it's a little bit cheaper than it was. Not worth it because there's only two settings in the options in that one. Get the 2023 version that has multiple options. And it's $200 cheaper. 16 gigabytes RAM is what you're looking for. 512 gigabytes storage. It's an 8-inch gaming tablet that basically bigger is better. That extra inch or two is going to make it easier to see the enemy. So when you're looking down a scope in the game, you can't really see, the enemy without looking down the scope. But with the bigger screen, you can see them a lot easier in the distance without using that scope. But the scope helps. Get the router, get the tablet, and you're gonna see some amazing results while you're gaming in PUBG Mobile. If you want to be the best, listen to these tips, and you will slowly become the best. You also got to put in a little bit of the work, and you'll sure enough sooner or later get there. So the price for that, let me show you again. For the 12 gigabyte RAM one, let's say you just want a game. You're not going to stream. Okay? There you go. That's the price. One last time, $409 Canadian. And the one that I am going to get and that I also would recommend for you, because you too, yes, I'm talking to you, should start streaming also. You should not just game, just to game, just to have fun. You can have fun and stream and maybe make a living off of it one day. Take my advice and get the 16 gigabyte RAM with 512 gigabyte storage to stream PUBG Mobile to help you become one of the best. I am Holy Billion, and I appreciate you for being here and taking the time out of your busy days to drop a like, follow, and share my content if you found it useful. Mashallah, inshallah, assalamu alaikum. May all be good for you. And bye for now. I'm going to go play some game. Good night.